Setting: hospital ward. You are speaking to a 40-year-old man who is scheduled to undergo a colostomy later today. You have come to prepare the patient for the surgery. He appeared anxious as this is his first surgery. Now let's look into the task. First one says, ask the patient if he has any final questions about the surgery. Second one says, explain the recovery process to the patient, that is 3 to 10 days in the hospital. Third one says, education will be given on the care of colostomy pouch. Fourth one says, only light exercise, follow a low fiber diet and sufficient rest. Fifth one says, reassure the patient that the surgery will not prevent his participation in any social activities. Sixth one says, the pouch will be well hidden and support will be provided by GP and district nurse for medical care. The last one says, explain the stoma care nurse will meet the patient after surgery to discuss participating in the stoma support group. Now, let's begin the role play. You can start like, hi, good morning, Mr. David. I'm John, the registered nurse working in this hospital ward. How are you feeling today? Then interlocutor may respond by saying, nurse, as you know that, I'm scheduled to undergo a surgery this afternoon. It is extremely worrying for me. Then respondent saying, your worries are completely understandable, Mr. David. Please set your mind at ease. We are here to support you and you are in our safe hands. Okay, Mr. David, I'm here to know how well you are prepared for the surgery. Can you please elaborate me your concerns in detail? Then interlocutor may respond by saying, nurse, I'm really nervous and depressed about the surgery as I have never undergone any kinds of surgeries before. This is very first time I'm going to undergo a surgery, so I'm really scared. Then respondent saying, I understand your situation, Mr. David. If I were you, I would react in the same way. Don't panic. We are here to assist you and you're completely safe in our hands. I know that you're having a number of confusions and worries regarding the surgery. May I know if you have any idea about the surgery? Then interlocutor may tell you like, no nurse, I do not have any idea about the procedure. Then respondent saying, okay, Mr. David, I acknowledge your worries. Let me explain you everything about the surgeries so that you'll be more comfortable. Is it okay with you? Then interlocutor may agree with that. Then continue by saying, first of all, let me explain to you what colostomy surgery is. A colostomy is a surgical procedure that brings one of the large intestine out through the abdominal wall. That is, it involves bringing one end of the large intestine out through a stoma. During the procedure, one of the colon is diverted through an incision in the abdominal wall to create a stoma. Actually, a colostomy bag is a plastic bag that collects fecal matters from the digestive tract through an opening in the abdominal wall since your lower bowel is removed. The bag has to be used permanently to collect the stool and later it can be easily disposed of. Therefore, it is highly important to wash your hands thoroughly after and before emptying your colostomy bag. Okay, Mr. David, I hope you're following me. Then interlocutor may tell you like, yes, nurse, but I'm a little concerned about my life after the surgery. How long should I be here in the hospital to get a better recovery? Do you think I'll be able to lead a normal life after the surgery? Then respondent saying, your concerns are completely understandable, Mr. David. Try not to be worried too much. You will definitely be able to recover from this condition. It may take approximately 3 to 10 days. So you need to be here in the hospital until then. Is it okay with you? Then interlocutor may agree with that. Then continue by saying, along with that, you need to do some light exercise and also take low fiber diet. Immediately after your surgery, you may need to follow a clear liquid diet for several days. This consists of broth, water and plain gelatin. It is also important to make sure that you don't have any digestive problems. Then you will likely to be able to transition to a low residue, high protein diet. Don't be worried too much. You need to follow this diet only for the first few weeks after the surgery. As you recover, eventually you will be able to resume your typical diet by slowly reintroducing foods under the supervision of your dietitian. I can also provide you a detailed leaflet which contains all the details regarding the diet. In addition to that, I would also like to give some information regarding the colostomy pouch. As you know that the pouch and the area need to be cleaned regularly. Do not worry, Mr. David. I will educate you regarding how we can clean the area and how to care the pouch after the surgery. You will also be educated how to use colostomy bag correctly. On top of that, it is highly important to take adequate rest for some days after the surgery. Is it okay with you, Mr. David? Then interlocutor may tell you like, yes, nurse, I understand it completely. However, I'm a bit worried about my social life after the surgery, as I told you before. The colostomy pouch will be attached to my body, right? That might make me embarrassed when I go out. I really don't know how to manage those situations. That is what I'm saying. Your concerns are completely understandable, Mr. David. Most people face this problem because they have a colostomy pouch attached to their stomach. But do not worry, Mr. David. It is a very small pouch which will be well hidden under your clothes, so it won't be visible to anybody. When you heal from the colostomy surgery, you can resume the activities you enjoy unless they are contact sports with high injury potential. In addition to that, the whole support and the medical care will be provided by GP and the district nurse. How does it sound, Mr. David? Then interlocutor may agree with that. Then continue by saying, a stoma care nurse will visit you at home to discuss regarding the participation of stoma support group, where you can meet patients who have undergone the surgery, and it gives you the chance to meet other people who are living with stoma, as well as getting specialist advice whilst learning more about the latest new stoma care product and services available to you. Do you have any more questions for me, Mr. David? The interlocutor may respond you saying, no, Nurse, I do not have any more questions. Now I feel more relaxed. Thanks a lot for your detailed explanation. Then you can wind up with the role play. If the interlocutor does not have any more questions, you can wind up by saying, so far we've been discussing colostomy surgery and the post-operative care along with the management of colostomy pouch. I hope you understand that. If you have any more questions or concerns, you can just ring the buzzer. I would be here to assist you. Once again, I assure you that you're completely safe in our hands and you'd be able to lead a happier life after the colostomy surgery. Thank you, Mr. David, for listening to me patiently. I wish you a speedy recovery. Thank you guys. Our role play ends here.